Hello, my name is Brian Hayes, and I am the County Extension Coordinator and A&R Agent for UGA Extension here in Mitchell County. And today I would like to share with you the results from the last 2 years of an on-farm fungicide trial that we conduct here each year. Mitchell County plants between 30 and 40,000 acres of peanuts. While we are blessed to have ideal soils to grow peanuts in, we also have hot, humid weather, making the imperfect environment for disease that cost Georgia peanut growers $160 million in 2018. As companies bring new products and programs to the market, I believe it is Extension's responsibility to provide farmers with the most up-to-date science-based recommendations. We not only use these trials to compare disease controls, but the different programs, but also to evaluate yield potential with the economic return on the investment of the programs. Plots are laid out each year 12 rows wide by the length of the field in a complete block design and replicated 3 times. In 2019, 06Gs were planted on May 20th and dug on October 4th and harvested 3 days later. Last year, in 2020, the trial was planted earlier on April 24th in Georgia 09Bs and dug on September 10th. But due to weather, they were not harvested until September 30th, during which time they received nearly 8 inches of rain on them, which greatly reduced yield. This field also had a severe case of tomato spot wilt virus, also additionally reducing yield. Now, if you would look at the 2 charts at the center of the poster, you will see the different programs, and you will notice the red bar across the top of the charts. You will see the days after planting for each application. Now for results. In 2019, the latest Provost and the latest Mirvis programs were statistically higher yielding than the other 3 programs. White mold had some numerical differences, but was not statistically different in any other programs. And for leaf spot ratings, while it was all fairly low, the Mussel ADV and the Umbra programs did have statistically more leaf spot than the other programs. In the 2020 trial, yields were way down because of the reasons that I already talked about, but at the same time, it was not just this location. Our yields across the county and across southwest Georgia were down due to the same reasons. I did not indicate on the graph, but the latest Mirvis and the latest Provost were again statistically higher yielding than the other treatments, and the Mussel ADV was statistically lower yielding than the rest of the treatments. There is no statistical difference in there's no difference at all, actually, this year in leaf spot control. But the Mussel ADV program was statistically higher in white mold hits. Now for the important part, because it doesn't really matter how well something works if it's completely unaffordable. On the next 2 graphs, the red bar is the gross income, simply figured by multiplying the yield by $390 a ton for 2019, which is the statewide average price for peanuts that year, and $435 a ton in 2020, which is the statewide average price for high oleic peanuts last year. But it's the yellow bar that we are truly interested in, as that is the net income. Here we got an average price from around the area of the products and subtracted that from the gross income. Then we subtracted $4.50 for each application trip that was made across the field. We chose $4.50 after surveying several growers in the area, while they all said that was what it cost them to run their sprayer across the field. On a side note, custom spraying costs $7 an acre in this area, so $4.50 is a very reasonable cost per application. You will see that in 2019, the latest Mirvis and the latest Provost were the highest grossing and highest netting income programs. But if you look closely, the Mussel ADV, which had the lowest grossing income, but was the 3rd highest net income. In 2020, the 2 latest programs continued with the highest gross and highest net income. But unlike 2019, this year the Mussel program had the lowest net income. In conclusion, peanut growers can achieve excellent yields with all programs. In both yields, the programs that contained elatus returned the highest profit to the grower, while the cheaper Mussel ADV programs always returned the lowest yields. It did not always have the lowest profit, making these programs still relevant in today's fungicide programs.